Hi guys, welcome back. It's Chrissy the Crystal Indigo, and I am here with the Divine Feminine, the Divine Masculine's energy update for June 15th through the 30th, 2019. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I am using Twinflame Messages by Mystic Moon and the Twinflame Oracle deck by Mystic Moon as well. These cards are beautiful and the energy is so amazing anytime I use them. So for the DM and the DF, I'm going to dive right in. So the first, the top layer is for Divine Feminine, the bottom layer is for Divine Masculine, the left side is the message to Divine Femme, the right side is the message to Divine Masculine. So with with the Divine Feminine, the energy she's in right now, the first card that came out of the deck was regret. And with that, I feel like maybe the Divine Feminine feel like, she shouldn't have let it get this far. She should have walked away when her feelings weren't so tight and so caught up, and she knows that she loves her divine masculine, but she knows either way, because of the connection, regardless if she stayed or left, the universe would have, or divine would have, you know, pushed them back together either way. So this situation, this connection had to happen regardless. Even though she feels regret, she knows like this was for and is for a divine purpose. And then we have the card fall. So I feel like with some divine feminines that like come fall, things will start to come clear to the divine feminine, and she won't be so much in this energy because she's been working through the processes and really owning up to that self-love for herself. So I feel like with her doing that in fall, she starts to see a lot of things differently. Excuse me. We have tribe for the divine feminine, and I feel like um, you know she's going to attract her tribe. She's going to attract soul, light workers, empaths, people that are on their spiritual journey that kind of will help her, guide her way, and lead her on her right life path and purpose. And I think that's going to be very important um, for her to understand and, see why this connection was so important, because we as women, divine feminine, whatever you want to call us, um, sometimes we're like, oh my god, like, it took me so long to get fixed and to get right out of one situation. I waited years till I knew I was ready, and then boom, I get sent this, and like it's happening all over again. And again, there's a lesson in this. So the divine feminine really has to trust the universe and the divine, and know that they're leading her to where she's ultimately meant to be. And then the fourth card for the divine femme is surrender. I feel like a lot of the divine feminines is having a hard time surrendering, including myself. It's like, you want me to trust, have faith, when I can't even see like what's to come, what's going to happen. And I can share a piece of my story. Today I found myself just on my knees crying, praying to Archangel Michael, and it's just like, just show me the way, help me through this connection, like at least show my divine masculine that like this isn't easy for me as well. And so, like, just like you guys, I'm going through the journey. I've known my DM for 3 years now, and it has been, like I always say, the most beautiful, disastrous, intense experience I've ever felt and been in my life. And the only thing I can do is just hold on to the faith and knowing in my heart and the messages that I receive from Spirit that everything will eventually be okay. But we have to work on that inner and self-love on ourselves first. All right, let's get into Divine Masculine. The first part that came out for the Divine Masculine is Awakening. And a lot of the DMs are awakening right now. Like, that could be the big issue too, is that the Divine Femme is like so aware, you know, of the spiritual journey and like so spiritual, and like the counterpart is just like lost in the sauce. And it's difficult because you're on the spiritual wavelength, and then you have, you know, this person who don't even understand the connection, and you have the runner chaser concept thing going on. And it's like, oh my God, like, why can't you just sit here, listen to me, listen to what I'm telling you, and just understand that this is something you really don't have to be afraid of. I get you don't understand it, but you don't have to be afraid of. And if you stop resisting, you'll make this journey a lot more easier. So I do know that a lot of the DMs are encountering their awakening right now. And then the next card that came out says spring. Well, we're already in spring, and of course, like the awakening, we're getting close to summer. The awakening has already begun, and a lot of the DMs have no idea what's going on. They don't understand why they can't sleep. They don't understand about the headaches. They don't understand about like the spirit talks, like none of that. And if they're not open or feel like they can't talk to someone about it, it's going to drive them up the wall because they're trying to, you know, fight it in their mind. It's not real. It's not real. But spirit is holding on tight to them, and soon they're going to crack, because at the end of the day, just like myself, when I was called to my journey, it got me so bad to the point where I just said, I accept, just don't scare me. And after that, it's just been a beautiful journey spiritual-wise ever since, with the spirituality and like my gifts and things like that. The next card that came out was separation. So we all know, like, DMs and DFs, we're all going through separation. For those that are in union or have accepted the union, I'm so happy and so proud of you guys, because I know it's been a rough journey. And then for the next card that came out for Divine Masculine is action. Like, he's going to go through all of this, like the separation, and then he's going to realize, after being handled with the divine and seeing what he needs to see for himself, he needs to take action. And you notice how each card like mirrors each other. Like, he needs to take action. She's going to surrender. Like, it's all there. But you guys have to really have faith and know that it all is going to work out. The message to the Divine Feminine from the Divine Masculine. The first message reads, I feel badly for the way that I treated you. You didn't deserve that. I'm in a much better headspace now. Being apart has been life-changing for me. Please don't take what happened personally. It's not you. It's me. Yeah, a lot of the Divine Masculines know they hurt their Divine Feminine to the core, and especially if they were dealing with the Karmic and you were brought into their Karmic situation, where it was like, you know, you were being dragged along because like the you know, your Divine Masculine really didn't know, you know, who to choose, what to do, or even like why he was wrapped up in this connection in the first place. And maybe meeting you, your Divine Femme or Divine Masculine, didn't think like, you know, you felt the connection right off the bat, because anytime twin flames see each other for, you know, see each other, and then their soul acknowledges, you get that, like that gasp on the inside. So your soul is like, hey, I know you. But if they're unawakened, they won't understand that. So the Divine Masculine is telling his Divine Femme, like, please don't take what happened personally. It's not you, it's me. Because you sat here, Divine Femme, and just beat yourself up because you just thought, like, where did I go wrong? What did I do? Like, I gave everything, and the one thing that you forgot to give to, or the one person you forgot to give to, is more to yourself. And as we go through this journey, like, notice the more you love yourself, notice the more that you go outside, notice the more that you hang around your friends and stuff. Like, you'll notice those are the times when your Divine Masculine will like start to sneak in and like check on you or see how you're doing. And it's because they feel you separating from them. Like, they feel you like not you know, longer with them. It's like an energy thing. And I've noticed that too. Like, I'll just go and just be doing my own thing, and it'll be like 2 weeks goes by, 3 weeks, and then all of a sudden, boom, like me and my Divine Masculine are right back in each other's arms. And like, the connection is just, it's just insane, but beautiful at the same time. And then this is the messages to the divine masculine from the divine femme. And she tells him, I just have to do something else right now. Please try and understand. Yeah, because she needed to um, take time for herself, love herself, like not put him first and not make her life all about him, because she was losing herself. And at this moment, she's like, you know what? I understand what the connection is between us. I understand like what's destined for us, but right now I need to give that love back that I've given so much to you, to myself, right? She tells the divine masculine, I want to be authentic. I am no longer afraid. She doesn't want to hide her gifts. She doesn't want to, you know, um, not be who she is because she's afraid he won't understand or she won't understand. DM and DF is interchangeable. And I can say in my personal situation, like when my divine masculine comes over, like I hide my tarot decks, I hide my crystals, like I hide everything. And it's because I don't want him to think that I'm weird or I'm awkward. And I mean, I can tell you a funny story. I remember one time my divine masculine came over, and my tarot deck, my weight deck, was sitting in the middle still. And the look on his face, I was just like, dang. I didn't even move the cards because I was just like, it's just gonna make it so awkward. But he just like slowly like sat in the chair like next to the windowsill and was kind of like, yeah, okay, right. um, but it's like things like that that makes me laugh. The next message from the divine feminine to her masculine is, you are an angel. Yeah, she always will think her divine masculine is beautiful and angel, because it's that connection. It's that like knowing that, you know, we lived in past lives, we'll live in future lives, and you know, and we're here in this life, like our soul has traveled together. So she's always going to think he's an angel. She's always going to think he's beautiful. um the next card to the divine masculine is, I've looked you up online to see what you've been up to. Yeah, she's been looking. She wants to like make sure he's okay. Like she has her jealous moments too, where it's like, like you're not, we're in separation, you're not talking to me or looking at me, so I wonder who are you looking at, you know. But it's all out of love. It's not to be spiteful, you know. And then the last message to the divine masculine is, I'm more affected than you know. And I think with that, the divine masculine does know how much he affected the divine feminine. You know, the divine masculine always, um, to me, from my experience, wants to put up this guard, wants to put up this front, when he can just like open up and just say like how he really feels. And it's okay to be wrong. It's okay to accept accountability for what you've done. And I find that in this, like this whole energetic connection, like that's the same thing you're seeing across the board. You know, how many of you divine feminines or divine masculines, when you first got together, every someone asked the other day, when was the first breakup? I kid you not, everybody said 6 months. Like everything was perfect until that 6 month mark. Everybody said the 6 month mark for like you to start going into like your first separation or something like that. And it was like, well, I was just so amazed, and I hopped right in the chat room and was like, yep, me too, 6 months. It was like the first 6 months was amazing. The connection, the energy, just everything. And then after the 6 months, it was just like the runner chaser, runner chaser, runner chaser. I love you, and separation, and like it was just, it was all. It's been quite a journey. But I said the key to making this union come together, or allowing this union to come together, is um, divine timing and loving yourself. The more you love yourself, the more you attract your divine counterpart to you. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this Twin Flame energy update. Please let me know what you thought about it in the comments. Please like, share, subscribe. And again, love and light. I'll talk to you guys soon.